she gonna pay for it. If I don't drink this masturbation and pornography, they gonna pay for it. Go ahead, put the other nail up there. If I don't drink from her sleeping with somebody else's husband, she gonna pay for that. So don't take me down. It's still something that go ahead, finish, put the thrones in, because I gotta drink it. It's another drug. Okay. All right. They're saved. They're saved. He could have came down, but his spirit was on one accord with his will, which kept him up there because he understood what was willed to him. Death was willed to him. He was already in agreement. He was fully persuaded that if I give my life, that I'm going to save yours. Watch this. He, being God, submitted his spirit to the authority of the will and became a carpenter. He served. Watch this. He became a carpenter where he made what he was making. He made the stuff he was making as a carpenter, he made it. He gave life. Nobody took his life. Don't get it twisted. They didn't take it. He gave it. It was prearranged. It was a deal before the foundation of the earth. It was a done deal. It's just like us as parents. When we will something to our kids, your spirit has to be in line with what your mama put in that will, or you ain't getting it. If she leave you some money, and she see before she leave here that you end up on crack, if you won't get it together, you ain't getting it. Your spirit and your will have to be on one accord. He died to be risen again so that we can have faith to bring us to salvation. We needed something to give us faith in a stranger. That we couldn't see, but we always called on. We always call him. My God, from Zion. So when our spirit don't follow our wills, we are separating ourselves from the Lord. Now please catch, I got an illustration to show you, it's going to bless you. Because let me tell you something, that's the cup you want God to take from you. When your spirit don't follow his will, that's a cup you want God to take from you. Watch this. You don't want to drink someone else's spirit cup. Oh, y'all better catch this revelation. I'm telling you, this is manna, it ain't milk. You don't want the cup. Why? Because you can't handle their will. You're not going to be able to handle their will. See, there's a cup unto death. That's a death cup that leads you to death. And there's a cup of death that leads you to life. There's a death cup that leads you to life. When the death to life cup, that's the cup that we want. Drink the death that's going to lead you to life. Because a lot of y'all hanging with other people's will that you can't pay for. You're sleeping with somebody else's will that you can't pay for. You're listening to somebody, you can't pay for Jay-Z's music. Stop listening to it. You can't handle this rapper's music. That's why you can't put. Jay-Z was real that. No way was will that. That's not in your will. That's why you're so confused, because when you start messing with somebody else's wills, it comes with spirits. Y'all better speak. Y'all better speak. Then you start acting like these people. That's why they say alcohol got spirits, because when you drink Bacardi, you start acting like Uncle Don. And when you drink Remy, you start acting like Cousin Nate. They got spirits. You're playing around with other people's wills and you got their spirits. Stay in your will. Watch this. This is why every day we have to ask God and pray for wisdom and for strength and to stay in your own will, to endure what's in your own cup. Because whatever's in your cup gives you, watch this, whatever's in your cup, whatever's in your will gives you authority. Ha! Oh my God, y'all gotta catch it. We already been through this, but I'm gonna say it again. Don't you know Jesus, being God, still didn't have no power? He didn't have no authority until he died. He is God. He was God, forever gonna be God, but he didn't have authority to rule himself until he died. Come on. He had to get, your will gives you your testament. I'm trying to tell you, this stuff is good. Oh my God. Jesus, they ain't preaching like this.
Come on now.
Watch this. When you're doing the will of the Lord, you have to give up something. When you're doing the will of the enemy, it's going to cost you something. You're going to pay for it. You ever seen people that just don't want to freely do nothing? Everything they do, they got to pay for it?
Yeah. Come on.
It's like, I go to church and I pay $5 million. What happened to the blessings of God?
Yeah.
Do God not just give stuff away anymore? What happened to God can take nothing and make something out of it? Everybody want to pay $1 million for something. What about you went on? What happened to the favor and fair? What happened to the blessings just overflowing? What happened to all that? What happened to you just showing up at the car lot because the anointing follow you and somebody said, my God, here, let me just throw you some keys. I don't know who you are, but the favor of God is all upon you. What happened?
Come on now.
What happened? What happened? Because your anointing looking a little like the world.
Yeah.
You look a little like a celebrity. You look like you can afford it. So pay for